And I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, like, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. Family. Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
Nothing goes together like the Pacers and Indiana as we get ready for an interconference contest here in Indianapolis. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Ready to go? This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg. Bit of a soft spot in their schedule, facing off guys against some of the lower-ranked teams in the league, and we'll see if they're able to take advantage and have their win total.
No, I agree with you, Kevin.
Pacers trail by 12. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins. And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Up top, Reed. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Pass to Livingston. To the paint. Here's Spates. Hill with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Shoots from the high post. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Over in the corner, Barnes jacks up a 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Reed kicks to Hill. Pass to Stuckey. Hill has the open look. The baseline jumper goes down. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming up the court are and it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Freak, number 1.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And, guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, let me tell you, you better believe he does. I mean, he has a deep reservoir of offensive skills that are just now being fully tapped.
Spates dishes to Livingston. Spates kicks to Barnes. 5 on the clock. 13 feet away. And that one's good. Barnes has got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Reed kicks to Miles. Back to Reed. Baseline try. That's good. Here is Livingston. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thompson with the bucket.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
The pass to Spates. 13 feet away. Pacers with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win. You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his third assist on the night. Hill kicks to Reed. They get it again. Mahimi uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Hill. Back to Reed. Some nice passing here by Indiana. He feeds it to Stuckey. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Indiana, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
And now, let's hear it for your ace man.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Verajao comes in for Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Maurice Spates out there with Anderson Verajao. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
The dish to Miles. And Steph Curry with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. Second in blocks, third in second chance points. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Top of the key. Offensive rebound. Rahimi's shot is good.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Thompson passes to Spates to the middle. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Spates. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Reed. Verajao grabs the board. Warriors leading by 22. Curry with it. Out defended by Freak. Here's Thompson, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
Good on the shot.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Curry kicks to Spates. Picked by Verajao. Curry, good. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
And Thompson kicks to Spates. He dishes it to Curry. To the paint, here's Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, GA, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year. You remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's 20 points for Klay Thompson. And the Pacers shooting 43% from the floor. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. Back to Reed. Indiana moving the ball around. Stuckey dishes to Reed. Fires from the line. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
Hill passes to Reed. Stuckey against Barnes. Here's Reed, and that's going to be a travel.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Thompson. He's averaging 30 points.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money.